You know, it is very interesting, very sad that a person who is supposed to be our elderly person on this social media space, helping us come together, helping us bring peace, because there is so much violence on this social media. He's the one who likes to bring about violence. Okay? Sorry. He's the one who likes to bring violence. This man needs to grow up. What do I mean? I mean, we're talking of someone who's in his 50s. Okay, someone who's in his 50s. You are going to preach to me about respecting elderly people. But the question is, the people in question, the elderly person or the elderly people in question, how are they carrying themselves? How are they behaving? Okay? How is he behaving? Because we are talking about a person who just issues reckless statements for an elderly person. For an elderly person, for umuntu mukalamba, okay, look, let's be honest here. Let's be factual and let's be honest here. But Simon, in 2008, I'm gonna go with times as well. In 2008, when Michael Sata lost elections, he said, Sata would never be my president. Such man is useless. What? He said all sorts of things. And he was almost beaten. He was almost beaten. We go down the line. PF came into power. The man sided with the party he had demonized. Okay? He sided with them, he sided with them. He never said anything good about UPND. UPND won, came into power, he changed, flipped. That's how he is. He flips, he's a chameleon, he changes. But Simon has continued. He called the musicians Dunda hits. He now wants to turn around and make it seem like he never called them Dunda hits. Now he has started slowly. No, B-Flow is such a good guy. Vincenzo Mbale is a handsome guy. Okay? Now, Imwe, in the first place, why would you say Dunda head musician, artists? Dunda head artists. That message, whether you like it or not, it was directed at Dandy Crazy. It was directed at Dandy Crazy. You are going to come and preach respect to me. You are going to come and preach to me to say, oh, respect the elderly people. And yet, you are failing to teach the same elderly people to respect themselves and respect. In Bemba, we say, obufumu wuchindika omwine. Obufumu wuchindika omwine. If you don't respect the young ones, they will not respect you. That's the way it is. I'm going to give examples of people that are age mates of mwewa who are not doing what he's doing. I'll talk about, for example, you have people who are running big corporate companies like banks. Okay? Big corporates like banks. You have the Mwindwa, you have the Mwindwas, you have the Mizinga Melus, you have all these people. You have all these elderly people who are running big institutions. I mean, they have succeeded. No, babe na mufiabu piani, bae saramukula tupontera pano pa Facebook. Bae saramukula tupontera pano pa Facebook ba mwewa. If yaku piana, if yabu piani, muise mule pontera na abantu. I mean, let's be honest here. What does he have to his name away from what the father has? Or what the father left him? I am going to leave this video now. You can go. I don't need you to watch this video. Even if I have 4 or 5 people watching and understanding my point, I'm okay. Because there is no point, there is no reason for an elderly person like himself to be coming here on social media and disrespect artists the way he disrespected them and said Dunda heads. With no single apology. With no single apology. With no apology. Then he wants to rub it in and wants people to act like, oh, okay, they've forgotten about it. So now I can just continue. He has not apologized to the artist for saying they are Dunda heads. Muzafa. In life, mwewa or Simon, wisdom is important. Wisdom is very important. You need to read the signs of time. The signs of time. You need to check the time. The timing. You can have a message that means well, but the timing is what we are talking about. You may have a meaningful nankani, but also what we are saying is, was Dandy crazy driving that vehicle? No. Was that vehicle, the people on that vehicle where Dandy crazy was, were they the people that were wrong? No. They were not the wrong people. The truck driver was in the wrong. The truck driver is on the run. Why didn't you say truck drivers, Dunda head truck drivers, stop drinking and driving? You attacked the artists. We need to be very clear here. We need to be very clear here. It was in the news. It was all over that the driver, the truck driver, was in the wrong. You never apologized to the artist and say, no, I was in the wrong. I thought the artist would have been wrong. But you went direct and attacked the artist. And you want to come here and tell me to say I should respect an elderly person. Mwewa has reduced himself to a young person, to a boy, and will treat him like our age mate. Why should I respect him when he's treating himself like our age mate? Why should we treat him like we would treat him as our age mate? Because he doesn't want to respect himself. So why should we respect someone who doesn't want to respect himself? We are not going to respect people that don't want to respect themselves. If someone chooses not to respect themselves, we are not going to respect them because they have chosen not to be respected. If you choose not to be respected, people will not respect you. Why should you force me to respect a man that doesn't want to respect himself? Why should we be respecting people who don't want to be respected? Why should we be respecting him? He doesn't want to respect himself. He doesn't want to act his age. I mean, you are talking of a person who's in his 50s. A person who's in his 50s. A person who is in 50s is behaving like a child. That's why Steve Harvey told him off. Steve Harvey told him off to say, Vane, we are too old for TikTok. You are too old to be looking for likes in the wrong way. You want to be looking for likes, for attention in a different way. I mean, no. And you come and preach to me about respecting elderly people. Excuse me. If an elderly person doesn't want to respect himself, if an elderly person doesn't know how to carry themselves and respect, we are not going to respect them. We are not going to respect him. Ineba mwewa pano. Vari ntukire papa fyashi bandi. Vanoko na bawiso tabakwata mano abakukusishe. That's what I'm telling you. Mwewa insulted my parents. You come and preach to me about respect Simon Mwewa. He insulted my parents. He did insult my parents. In his live videos, he comes to mock people who come from humble backgrounds because he simply knows English. Because he simply knows English. He speaks English. He thinks we are all down. He thinks we are down. You know, my parents, okay, get out. What has English done for you? What has English done for you? English has never done anything for you. All you have is inherited things. Probably even the English you inherited. The English you just inherited from the white people. So there's nothing you have to your name for you to start preaching about. No, artists should be investment. What have you invested? Tell us what you have done. What is named? What you have to your name? Okay? What do you have to your name that you can come here and be preaching? No, artists need to be investing in gra. Artists should be well. Wait. And there are some people here who will still be fans of that nonsense. No, me, I'm telling him. It's time you grow up and act your age. Me, let me, for argument's sake, 55 years. Me, I'm 37. So, 55 minus 37. 18 years older. I could equally be your son. But the way you behave, you need to humble yourself because everything you have is inherited. That's why you need to humble yourself. Because everything you have is inherited. And all your siblings are entitled to that inheritance. It's not just you. It's a family. Those are family inheritances. Go and make your own inheritance for your children. There is no way you are going to be coming here and be lecturing people about investment. Now investment. Your people. Never family back way. You should take a punch. If he doesn't respect us, we will also not respect him. If he doesn't respect us, we won't respect him. Mumwebe. Mumu take a punch, tell him. If he doesn't respect us, we will not respect him. If he doesn't respect our families, we will also not respect his family. If he doesn't respect our parents, we will also not respect his parents. We will also not respect his parents. Because he doesn't even have a sense of there is a family involved here. What I say, umuntu abamu accident. Ufwile wabelengo kwebat. At this moment, I should not just say anything. You should weigh what you say. Because people are grieving. People are grieving. Then you just come up with a very careless statement. Very careless statement. Simon, whatever you call yourself. How are you going to feel that every time we are remembering Dandy Crazy, we will remember that Simon said something bad when this person was dying? How will you feel that every time there will be a memorial service, every time there will be a memorial service for Dandy Crazy, people will always remember that Ichimukana Mbecha Bulamano said this. Wisdom is very important. Wisdom is very important. It's very important. Imwe apo muli bakalamba. Na bamiri muli bakalamba. Nimwe abo mwe bafuire ukula monoko bat. Oh, social media. Chile wana yo maps. Dimbinga tabali mfwa mwabale tapamo. Oh, Chellah na chakuti mwatule tapamo. Uyu na chakuti mwabale tapamo. Nomba imwe at your age 50 years plus you are still behaving like a toddler. You're still behaving like a toddler. You're still behaving like a toddler. Kwati ni chi baby. Chili ma diaper. Chi baby chili ma diaper. Ni ma diaper. Why? I am calling upon you to grow up. To grow. Otherwise, if you don't respect yourself, we are not going to respect you. Wisdom entails that you should be able to have emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is very important. We can be joking about certain things, but there are certain things we can't joke about. You can never joke about death. You can never joke about an accident. You can't joke about an accident. You can't joke about death. You can't. Emotional intelligence is very important. Read the signs of the times. Read the signs of the time and have emotional intelligence and check and see and understand to say, okay, if I say this, who am I injuring? Am I saying this at the right time? Am I saying wisdom is being able to tell to say, if I say this at this time, what impact will it have? You want numbers. If you want numbers, you can grow numbers in a different way. Me, I grow numbers by dancing. I grow numbers by coming here to dance. I'll come here, dance. I will not say, even if I don't like this person, but let me first of all weigh the emotions of the people. Weigh the emotions of the people. Weigh the emotions of the people. It's very important to weigh people's emotions and not to say at this time kutina watechi na nomba imo mubosafi whoa. I mean, at your age, look at Steve Harvey. I got Steve Harvey TV. I got TV shows. I got na fiance. Even at your age, you would have had your own TV show. If it's a radio program, you would have had those things and stuff like that and be an inspiration to young people and be giving business advice, whatever lifestyle advices and stuff like that. But you choose to fight. Now, if you're right. You choose to fight with us. So, I know some family members of Banani got touched. I'm also telling you, it's family members. Call your relative. Before you call some of us, call your relative and tell him how he should come here and behave. Because if you love your relative, tell him to apologize to the artist. Tell him to apologize. If you love him, you are his family. Shani, blah 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 blah. Shall I talk about family? Whatever it is, I'm not talking about family. But talk to your family members, and tell him to say, you can fight people, but don't do fights that touch people's families. Bena valiketana kuli family. Valiketana kuli family. Umuntu alefo valiketana. Do you know what it means to go and insult a person who is dead? Emotional intelligence is very important. It's very important. Very important. Iwe, the only investment wakwata wavika muni bokos. Investment makwata. Tete mwise mkula tapari investment. Muni investment ish makwata. Tapari investment makwata imwe. Ichimubili cha kula fie. Tapari fia vamumu chimubili chija cha kula fie mwe. The other investment you have ni ka vest. Ushaka na ka vest. Baratsa vashtisha shinga. Kana ka vest. Those are the only investments you have. Ka vest kaya. Ila stick ya phone. Dimbi na phone ba mi perefi. Na phone ba mi perefi. Ema investments ma kwa time. Mwise mkula tushimikira pali investment. Ila investment. Artists should invest. Okay, what is investment? Yourself. Define investment. You also show us, this is my investment, registered in my name, and all that. Show us your investment. You are a caretaker. Being a caretaker does not mean that you know about investment. You are a caretaker. Being a caretaker, you are just, I am a caretaker. I am a caretaker. Nina kusunga chabe. Nina kusunga chabe. You are a caretaker of family property. So don't come here preaching to us about things which you have not even applied in your life. You have not applied those things in your life, but you want to come here and preach to us about investment, this, investment, that. Musicians, this, dunderheads. Do you know what it means to call someone a dunderhead? Do you know what it means to call someone a dunderhead? Do you know what a dunderhead is? You preach about knowing English. You preach about having been to the best schools. We all understand English. We all have been to school. I got 7 points in school. What are you going to preach about me? What are you going to preach to me? I may have not been to the best, but I went to Serenja Boys, Luansha Boys, Serenja Boys, was doing pure sciences. We are intelligent. Let me tell you something. For a musician, for an artist to run a brand, let me give an example of Vashniza, Danikaya. Danikaya has got businesses. Danikaya has got a farm. Danikaya is invest Mumayanda, Avena Ephraim. Those guys have invested. It's not because you only listen to their music and you think they have not invested. Avena JK Varista invest Munifimbi. Avena Wile. Avena. These musicians, they invest. They are family people. They invest. They know. You can't come and say artist at Dunda. I'm an artist as a photographer. I'm an artist. So if you say artist at Dunda, you are telling me that I would have built a house, I would have invested in the things that I've invested in, and would have taken my children to some of the best schools in the country, and you call an artist a dunderhead? You are a dunderhead yourself. I'm sending back to sender. You are the dunderhead. Simon, you are the dunderhead. You are the dunderhead yourself. You are the dunderhead yourself. And I'm telling you to say, you are the dunderhead. You are the biggest dunderhead. You are the dunderhead. A dunderhead. Actually, you are dundera, dunderist. If there is such a word. Actually, dundist. Because you, even the person you call the dunderhead, Adikulide kwenga nde yaku. Nangu tayapwirika adikulide. They have something to their name. Now you have nothing to your name. You come here and call artists Dunda heads. You come here and talk to us and tell us, Dunda heads, hey, investment this. Okay, we don't need your advice. Okay, we don't need your advice. Advise yourself investing in things because you have nothing to your name. Apart from what people know to say you have a 1000 kg pocos. That's all that people know. And that waistcoat. I obviously even inherited it from Kurat. Ukachoko mwaile ibadimbi mwadivile na phone na ka stick, ka selfie stick. That's your investment you have. Then you come and preach to us about investment. Come and preach to us about investment. Investment is a banana. I am telling you now. It is time. If you want us to respect you, respect yourself. If you want us to respect you, respect yourself. Simple. Just respect yourself. Chapwa. If Simon's family, if you love your family member, if you love your brother, if you love your cousin, tell him to apologize to the artist. Tell him to apologize. If you fail to advise him to apologize, then you have failed as a family also. Don't cry to us and say, hey, remove our family in this matter. Remove our... No, it's because him, if he can fail to apologize to the family of the deceased, then there is no way we are going to respect him. There is no way we are going to respect him. We are not going to respect him. And I repeat, your only investment is your 1000 kg bokosi, a vest, selfie stick, na phone yaku piano na yena. The rest of the things, you don't have anything to your name. Stop coming here, net sungu chaoko. The only thing you may have, which also was given to you, was just the education your parents gave you. If you went to the best schools, that's your nonsense, that's your bullshit, that's okay, that's your thing, man. We don't care which schools you went to. We don't care what English you speak. English, that is a poor muntu. Lega tukwebe no malangira mamuri kopara, lega into a kopara. Iwe tsungu lega nkwebe. Tapara we tsungu chadi sham. Umo lega nkwebe. Ujala and Canada. I'll give an example. Why Celebu? Why Celebu? Tempa pona muchi sungu, but why Celebu is more successful than you? So it's sungu chiripes up. Dandy crazy, ale imba muchibemba. Ale imba muchibemba, dandy crazy. Muchibemba, not teach sungu. But they are more successful than you. Who knows English? You may know English and twice by English from A to Z, D, dictionary, we don't care. But you don't have anything to your name. Even the English you know is not your own. Because the English you know, you learned. And it's even Britain. It could be Britain or American. There is no English at Zambian English. So you can't boast about English when you can't boast about knowing English. Knowing English does not make you successful. Takwabo muntu yetsungu. Takwabo muntu yetsungu. Takwabo. No one needs English. So me, I've told you to say grow. G-R-O-W. G-R-O-W space U-P. Grow up. Or maybe I should say older. O-L-D-U-P. Older. Grow up older. Grow up older. Or older grow. Older grow. That's what I'm telling you. Because all of us, we may look down, but if you check our education, you'll be shocked that we are more educated than you. Show us even your university. Which university were you at? Me, I'll tell you. I'm challenging. You should tell Simon. Say, Chellah was at Zika's. You, which university were you at? Me, I was at Zika's. studying ACCA. You, which university were you at? Mutwewe. Before you come here and telling people, hey, now, education. Well, preaching about education that you have not even acquired any. What level of education have you acquired? What level of education? I mean, anyone can learn English. Anyone can speak English. Anybody can learn and speak English, but doesn't make them educated. Actually, some of the most intelligent people don't even speak the most fluent English in the world. Some of the most educated and successful people do not even speak fluent English. Even if they are Briton, even if they're American, even if they are of British origin or American origin, you will find that net sunguchi net sabe nino kunanda nimbi tabachila nda as so ine kwena na alanda pompelele yeah. So